As we go throughout the month of June and leading into July, we are only getting closer and closer to the reveal of the new trailer by Disney and Lucasfilm, JJ and crew, that will allow fans around the world to get a better idea of exactly how JJ Abrams is going to end the Star Wars sequel trilogy. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So one thing about Episode 9 that a lot of people are really excited about is to see exactly how JJ Abrams is going to utilize all of the different characters ranging from the prequels to the originals and even all the way over to the sequel trilogy era. And I think that this movie, the fact that it is the culmination of the Skywalker saga, it is in fact a very important film by Disney and Lucasfilm. Now these past couple of weeks or so we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to various shot descriptions of the upcoming trailer, this is where things begin to get very intriguing for Episode 9. Now specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a close-up shot of Luke Skywalker looking up at the sky, where it's described that he is wielding his green iconic lightsaber to the right of his face, creating a green glow. The sequence is said to be based during a night scene where in the distance and in the background, a large fire can be seen, which is followed by a rare shot of Luke wielding the green saber and looking at a full moon, where it creates a silhouette of Luke. The next goes over a sequence involving Rey sprinting through the downpouring rain with waves crashing near her, as well as where she wields her lightsaber running toward Kylo Ren. It's said to be a scene that shows the Vanity Fair image in motion of their duel on top of what's said to be the Death Star 2 wreckage, where Rey runs toward Kylo and is surprisingly force-pulled out of the way from attacking Kylo Ren. However, the force pull is not from Ren, indicating it has something to do with the new villain in the film. Another of which provides glimpses of the Knights of Ren fighting a bunch of warriors that carry these plasma-like weapons in the middle of a burning village, where the Knights are said to have the upper hand against them. One of the Knights are said to have a couple of martial arts sequences, like moves against the 3 clan members on the edge of a cliff. And lastly, a rear shot of Kylo Ren entering that's what's said to be a Sith cave of some kind, where Luke's voice is heard over the footage, describing Kylo Ren as the last hope for the galaxy. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the first thing that really does stand out to me the most is how we are going to get a nice and beautiful glimpse at the Jedi Master himself, Luke Skywalker, on the big screen when we do get to go ahead and see this trailer that is going to drop this July. And Disney and Lucasfilm, by the way, are in fact aiming for July 19th for the second trailer to drop over at San Diego Comic-Con, so keep your eyes open for that. It's going to be quite a ride. Now, the thing about this is I'm trying to figure out exactly where Luke is in the very beginning. Now, the mention of a large fire taking place in the background, without a doubt, I think that in itself implies that this is Luke Skywalker essentially hiking away from the Jedi Temple wreckage caused by Ben Solo, his very own nephew, and Kylo Ren has already left the planet, and now Luke Skywalker is trying to find a way off of the planet, which also connects to what we went over a couple of weeks ago about a sequence involving Luke Skywalker looking up at an X-Wing on a hill. So it's most likely like a sequence in which he's hiking toward his X-Wing, where he eventually goes inside there and takes off and leaves the surface of this world. Now, this goes over to the other sequence that I do want to go over, is the Vanity Fair image in motion. Now, you guys may or may not recall, but about a month ago, we got a nice Vanity Fair image of both Kylo Ren and Rey fighting in the middle of a rainstorm with a lot of waves crashing on top of the Death Star 2 wreckage. Now, in that Vanity Fair article and in the images that were provided, a lot of people were suggesting that there was something going on in that image, almost as if Kylo Ren was looking at somebody and Rey was trying to defend somebody else like Kylo Ren. Now, in the upcoming trailer, it said that there's going to be a sequence where Rey is running toward Kylo Ren during the thunderstorm and during the rainstorm, where she is surprisingly force-pulled out of the way from attacking Kylo Ren. However, the force pull was not caused by Kylo Ren, indicating that this was caused by the new villain in Episode 9. So this, without a doubt, lines directly up with the image that we saw from Vanity Fair. A lot of people were really, pointing out that something was going on with that image, almost as if somebody was photoshopped out of that image that was provided just around a month ago. So the other piece that I do want to go over that I think is really going to serve as a very emotional moment is where we get a rear shot of Kylo Ren entering a Sith cave of some kind. This could absolutely, without a doubt, be the Sith cave that resides below the base of Darth Vader's fortress on Mustafar. In case you guys did not know, below Darth Vader's castle, there is indeed a Sith cave. And I think that that's going to be a very interesting thing if that, in fact, ends up being the location that Kylo Ren is going into in the trailer. And with that moment actually happening, we have Luke Skywalker's voice narrating over the sequence, describing how Kylo Ren is the last hope for the galaxy. And I think that that all pretty much connects to how he is the last Skywalker by blood. Of course, he may not carry on that Skywalker name for a majority of the movie, but there have been a lot of hints and or indicators that we went over in the past that he will take on the name Skywalker at a certain point in time in the film. So with that being said, guys, I am very excited about the new trailer, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say about all this. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.